Doubles and coffee. Well, I don't know which PNM minister trying to win the lion race, because they're trying to outdo each other by just telling franco-ment lies. Stuart Smallpin Young said on a radio program that the energy sector in Trinidad and Tobago is thriving, and he has done a great job, and the PNM is so good that he's so scared of the UNC coming back into power, because the UNC decimated the energy sector, and he and his Rowley government have done so incredible, and that we will be going through a boom in 2026, 2027. Let me just tell you something. Let me just give you some cold, hard facts. Because these PNM, they sick like they was born without a conscience. Or when they went Balize house, they have a surgeon who does dig out their morals, their ethics, their conscience, and implant a lying machine. So let me just give you a little bit of statistics on the energy sector, right? UNC versus PNM. Oil production, 2015, United National Congress, 78,630 barrels per day. PNM 2023, Smallpin, Rowley, 53,726. Like 25,000 barrels per day less. Gas production, that's where our economy is, that's where the money is. UNC in BCF, billions of cubic for gas production. 3.8 per day. UNC, 3.8 billion. PNM, 2.6 billion. 3.8. That's a whole 1.2 billion less per day. Smallpin and Rowley. LNG. PNM talk about LNG and they're restructuring. And they went and they got a higher shareholding 10% of trains. 2, 3, 4, and all of this nonsense. The Chinese company says so bad, them leave that and go on 5%, and PNM pick up that. They spent $400 million maintaining Atlantic Train 1 when the other shareholders said we are using that because we have no gas. PNM does lie. But let's see, gas production. United National Congress, Kamla, Kevin Ramnarayan, what is it? LNG, million of cubic meters per year. UNC 28.9, PNM 17.5. 17.5 is more than 28.9? I think not. Drilling activity, meaning work thing going on. Drilling activity, rig days. UNC 2,849. PNM 1,227. Total complete failures, but lying through the teeth. Let's see, persons with jobs. That's very important. People making money to take care of their families. Energy sector, the lifeblood of the economy, Trinidad and Tobago. Jobs. UNC, Kamla, 20,500 energy sector jobs. Smallpin, Rowley, 10,400. 50% less jobs. And that clown called Stuart Smallpin Young talking about the PNM, and he did well in the energy sector when everybody knows when he and Rowley went to Houston in 2017 and negotiated a gas price. They crashed our gas economy, and the upstreamers made 67 to 69% more money, more profit, and we made 67 to 69% less because it's a zero-sum game. But let me not stop there, because the Douglas don't play. So let me go to the central bank. And the central bank is not UNC. In fact, the governor of the central bank is Rowley Iney's Gate neighbor, Alvin Hilaire. When Coleman fired Rambaran, our former central bank governor, who they have to now pay money, $7.5 million. They appeal the case and they probably go up with interest. But they replaced the central bank governor with Alvin Hilaire, Rowley's neighbor in Iney's Gate, with a man who was charged with taking gravel from somewhere without a license. But let's read the central bank. And the central bank report, energy sector continues downwards. What does downwards mean? Thriving, booming, brilliant, amazing, or downwards mean you're flipping failing? Which one? A Smallpin, you big lying dunce? Let me go ahead. The central bank's monetary policy report up to May 2024, released on July 12th. There's just this fresh thing, like fresh off the stove, like baked pie, a nice beef pie, come out the hot, fresh news. The report added, they said that the energy sector is expected to continue on a downward trajectory this year. Continue downward, you know. So it's going down and it's continuing down, says the central bank. The report added that there was a noticeable dip in economic activity in the third quarter of last year. But indicators monitored by the central bank are suggesting a rebound for the final quarter of that year and the first quarter of 2024. Let's see what happened. The report said economic growth in the third quarter of 2023 was hindered by low output in the energy sector. Taking data from the CSO, the central bank said real GDP fell by 2.3% year on year because of an overall 10.3 contraction in the energy sector. Do you know what contraction is? Well, all your women who had children will know what contraction is. Is when your womb tighten and squeeze. That's what PNM doing. They gain with contraction, pain in retail. The report said petroleum support services fell by 34.8%. Natural gas exploration and extraction fell by 11.3%. Refining, including liquefied natural gas, dropped by 11%. Condensate extraction went down by 10.2%. Petrochemical manufacturing also went down by 9.9%. And crude oil exploration and extraction went down by 9%. The report said all subsectors also experienced contractions. Okay? All. Sales in the construction of materials and sales, everything went down in the energy sector. But Small Pin gone on a radio to tell all your greatest PNM vote we. We are not dunce, we are not dotish, we are not contracting and decimating the energy sector. Vote for us. The only reason Small Pin want to stay there is since he come in, he brought a company, get $5 billion in work. He controlling and negotiating all your money, selling all your assets, meeting and moving with Delcy, Maduro, Jindal and any other person with questions hanging over their head. He and his father in charge of the IFC 8 years, 15 million a year. Williams had to resign. So things nice for Small Pin, Young and his Small Pin family. So he should be PNM. But what about you? You come in, tax, your money, ain't working, your car, fill your car with gas, you're struggling to buy textbook, you have no laptop for your children, crime, bullet running all over you, pothole, no jobs, the decimation, you're going to the grocery with $100 and come out with a flipping potato. That's what happened to you. You go vote PNM? Well, what you want me to say? The Dogra out. I just give all you the truth now. Small Pin, stop lying now, boy. It's lie to them girl and thing too, but they just find out. Small Pin.